Hi, my name is Sam Leeds.
And my name is Olivia Drozd.
And welcome to the second episode of the Cedar Post.
Concerning world news this week, the UK is prioritizing the climate crisis by supporting sustainability in developing countries with a $4 billion plan. The UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson reports they are already moving quickly to utilize clean power. The country is now committed to protecting at least 30% of its land and ocean by 2030. In other news, in New Zealand, the first community coronavirus case was reported for the first time in 2 months. However, New Zealand has eliminated community transmission of the virus presently. New Zealand's officials are reinforcing contact tracing and testing to reveal more about this coronavirus case. As of Monday, the Red Cross handed over 160,000 registration cards of Dutch minority groups that were sent to Nazi concentration camps during the Holocaust. These never-before-seen cards have been put on display at the National Holocaust Museum in Amsterdam.
In U.S. news this week, following the inauguration on January 20th, Joseph R. Biden is now the 46th President of the United States. Following his swear-in, Biden gave a speech encouraging the country to move forward together in unity. President Biden was incredibly busy during his first few days in office, signing 30 executive orders within his first 3 days. Biden continues to urge Congress for another $1.9 trillion in coronavirus relief, arguing for bigger checks for households and an increase in jobless benefits. President Joe Biden's executive orders also request that states provide a 15% increase in benefits for food stamps.
I'm Lily Sola with this week's local news. You may have heard of Nancy Pelosi's stolen laptop in the aftermath of the Capitol riots. The woman recently charged with the crime, Riley J. Williams, is a 22-year-old Harrisburg resident and graduate of Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. In a twist of events, another Central Pennsylvania local and Mechanicsburg grad, Riley Williams, was mistaken for the perpetrator. She received an influx of messages from concerned friends and family who saw her name on the news before clearing up the misleading rumor. The true offender has been released to her mother's home with an ankle monitor. In other news, a new restaurant has made an impressive debut in Cumberland County. Naire's, a taste of comfort, brings customers soul food, such as baked turkey wings and fried catfish. Its owner, Joe Hobbs, hopes to bring his delicious culture of food to different races in this West Shore location. Support small businesses and visit Naire's to experience this authentic comfort food for the soul for yourself.
Hey, my name is Park Tarnosi, and I'm from the Cedar Post. For this week in Cedar Sports, we had a very solid week. The guys' varsity basketball team won both of their games this week with the scores of 75-38 against Spring Grove and 65-30 against Hershey. They continue to go undefeated. On the other hand, girls' varsity basketball won one of their 4 matches this week. They came clutch with a win on senior night last night with a score of 39-32 against Mifflin County. This is Parker from the Cedar Post, here with Coach Weyant, coach of the varsity girls basketball team. So I have a few questions here for him. How did implementing the underclassmen into your lineup help with your success?
We've been fortunate over the past couple years, actually all the years that I've been here, that we've been able to incorporate our underclassmen with our seniors and the upperclassmen. They kind of fit together, do the things that we ask them to do. They're athletic, so the older girls are very inspirational to those younger kids too. They come in and kind of take them under their wing, so there's no hard feelings that underclassmen are playing in front of other people. We're just out there trying to win games.
What have you done special for the seniors tonight since it is their senior game?
We have a tradition like most of the other schools or the other teams. They do their senior boards, so they have all their photos from younger times and with their friends. But our group, forever since I've been here, they pick players that they want to kind of go with, and then they make T-shirts. So they'll have like elementary pictures of girls on their shirts. So they all get together and decorate those things. And then after tonight, we'll come back after the game and have some cupcakes and things like that.
So how have you been able to handle the losses and how have you overcome them?
Losing is definitely a challenge. We're not used to losing, especially the last 4 games. We started 3-0 this year, and then we went for about a 2-week stretch on away games. So we played a lot of tough opponents came close, lost 3 games within 5 points. So we're ready to turn it around tonight. Everybody's on the same page. They're tired of losing, so I didn't have to do a whole lot. They kind of want to get back to the winning ways.
For swimming and diving this week, the boys and girls team both have very tough matches against Mechanicsburg. On the bright side, wrestling won a total of 5 matches this week. On Tuesday, they won 52-14 on senior night against Warwick. On Saturday, they took part of the Cedar Cliff quad matches, winning 4 matches, including a shutout against Middletown, 78-0. This week, it was a great week for the male athletes of CC, and the females look to prove themselves next week. And as always, roll Colts.
Hi, I'm Andrew Vinyaga, and this week on Pop Culture, internet star JoJo Siwa recently came out of the closet with an Instagram post of her wearing a shirt that says, "Best Gay Cousin." She's yet to put a label on her sexuality. Due to the pandemic, the 2020 remake and film adaptation of Frank Herbert's famous novel, Dune, featuring big-time cast of Zendaya, Timothée Chalamet, and Jason Momoa, and many others, has been announced to premiere on HBO Max alongside other titles. Over in the music world, Lady Gaga stunned the nation as she beautifully sang the national anthem at the inauguration of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Later that day, at the inaugural celebration, a big lineup of artists such as Bon Jovi and Justin Timberlake performed. Katy Perry perfectly closed the night performing her 2010 hit, Fireworks.
My name is Tristan Metheron, and this week in the music department, we get to hear from some cast members of the 2021 spring musical Into the Woods. They took some time out of their rehearsal to answer the question, what are you most excited for this year in the musical? Here are some of their answers.
I'm really excited to actually get a lead this year. As last year before the coronavirus hit, I was on an ensemble character, but now I am the narrator and I'm one of the leads. So I'm very excited for that.
I'm really excited about finally returning to live theater. For a while, the coronavirus took over and we weren't really able to perform, and there was minimal options for us, but now that we're finally able to return to the Cedar Cliff stage, it's really exciting.
I am excited about doing the show this year because last year I did an audition to be in Into the Woods last year. So this year I did, and I am playing the role as Baker's wife, so I'm super excited about playing the role and being on the stage again after like a year gap.
I'm really excited to get a second chance at basically the same role. I basically had a foundation for what I had last year, and I'm really excited to be able to take that and go way further with it. I got a lot more time to develop on it and try different ideas, and I don't usually get that chance.
So I'm really excited to be a part of the community again. I missed everyone in March, and it's just really great to be back in action. And being an ensemble character too, like I'm not in all the rehearsals, but when I'm there, the community is just a great experience to be a part of.
I am most excited about the energy that the cast will have after a year of waiting to perform this musical. We are going to have so much energy on the stage during our group numbers, and everyone's going to be very excited to sing, perform, act, dance, all of that. So come see the show.
Thank you all so much for watching.
And as always, please follow our socials, at the Cedar Cliff Post on Instagram and at CC_Post on Twitter.
Stay classy, Cedar Cliff.